Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today I've got something which oddly enough I forgot all about. I mean I've had those things for a very long time because it was a Kickstarter, and I got the things and I put them in the box and forgot about them, and then I was sorting stuff and said, oh, I've got those things that I had completely forgotten about, so I might as well do a video because it's actually a very nice thing. I can't believe that I forgot about those. So it is a Kickstarter about a British TV series of the 60s that's extremely famous, quite a cult TV series, and it is The Prisoner. Yeah, basically The Prisoner was done by Wandering Planet Toys as an action figure line. It was done as a Kickstarter. You can now find them in some places. I know that Port Marion, well, the village, is actually selling them either online or in their shops in the village. And you can also get them from some US company like the Nacelle company shop and different, and of course they are also available on various secondary market platform like eBay and stuff. So I'm going to show you everything that was included in the Kickstarter. I will not open everything because you don't actually need to open everything to actually see everything, mostly because what you get is the Prisoner. Well, there is another character, but mostly it's the Prisoner. So it's going to be basically the same figure, but with different variants. So once we have one open, you will have seen them also. But I'm going to show you the regular release. There's also some box set, and then some very, very special, funny extras. So the first one is that is the basic, like the basic classic. Each of them have a different packaging. So you do have the arrival version, which is of course before he is in the village, so he doesn't have his number 6 badge or everything. And in the back you do have a little view, and you do have the detail of what's available, except I think there's something missing. I'm pretty sure there's a figure missing somewhere. But anyway, so this is the basic one. So the Prisoner, number 6 in the arrival. Then you do have what I would call the regular Prisoner. I mean, that's the Prisoner that we know, and it's got a very, very nice classic picture of the Prisoner. Of course, you do have a different little lias in the back with different picture, and this one of course that's the classic look, and he's got his number 6 badge, so that's the second one. Then we do have a third one, which is of course number 6 again. I mean, this one is, what does it say? Does it say anything? No, it just say number 6, nothing else. And you do have number 6, which is a slightly different because he doesn't have his badge and he's running away, or trying to. You see what I mean by they're all slightly different, and of course there's the different picture on the back. The fourth one is a bit different because it does have accessories, and it is the checkmate version, in which is actually a piece of the chess set. So he does have his little cape, and he does have a little pawn as a pawn. Because he's playing a pawn in the chess set. And then we do have 2 box sets. The box sets are really, really cute. You do have 2 box sets. One is Free for All, and the other one is the Schizoid Man. So they do have very similar thing. In the back you do have different images, and inside we will discover what's inside afterwards. As I said, I'm not going to open all that because, well, I mean, it is the Prisoner. It is the Prisoner. As you can see, if I'm aligning them, or at least trying to align them, they're literally the same figure. And this one, the only difference is that it's got the cape and the little Paul. So we're not going to open those because it would be a shame. For once, I actually love the packaging, so that's one of the reasons why I'm not opening those. But there is an extra figure, and the extra figure, which was a Kickstarter exclusive, even though they do sell it at Fort Marion, is actually the Prisoner in Rover packaging. Which I think is really, really, really cool. And of course, they also have Rover. So basically, you've got an inflatable Rover, yes, which I'm not going to, but that's absolutely ridiculous. But it's great. It's absolutely fantastic that you do have a Prisoner Rover. It does say the Prisoner on the little inflatable balloon. It's ridiculous, but it's so much fun. So, but this one, fortunately, is in one of those collector friendly packaging, so we can actually open it this way. You will see, well, you will see the same figure, but I won't have to open all of them. So in the back of this packaging, of course, you do have some things about Rover and the famous picture of people being trapped in Rover, and we're going to open it here. And here is the Prisoner figure, because that's what you wanted to see. It's got the usual, is it 5 point? Yes, it is 5 point of articulation, so you can do actually the legs, the arm, and the head. The jacket is it's a very soft plastic, probably because they wanted to do a different version of him using the same body, and he looks absolutely fantastic. If you think that, if you want to have an idea of the scale, I will show you a 375 scale figure. So it is slightly bigger. I think they're more like 4 inches. I've got actually a 4-inch figure here. Let's see. Well, you see, it's basically, well, those are 450, so I think it's about 4 inches in size. It's really cool. I do like it. I think it's a very nice and interesting sculpt. I mean, you do, I'm going to turn that a bit so that you can see the face a bit better. Yeah, that would be a bit nicer, and he looks really, really fantastic. So I'm quite happy to have those. That's why I'm surprised that I forgot that I had them in a box somewhere. So, but I mean, that happens. Don't judge me. And so that's really cool, because this way you can see what the figure is like. I'm going to try and see how friendly the packaging is, because they do announce it as friendly. It's actually really friendly. That was easy to do. I do like the effect of the Rover packaging. I think it's actually very, very cool, because I mean, you can see, of course, the figure transparency, but it's a Prisoner. So that's, and of course the thing is, I'm not sure if I can show you. If I do that, maybe I can show you. The packaging actually can stand on its own, so you could actually have this on your shelf, and it would be really cool. So that's actually a very nice idea. You see, it stands on its own, so that's actually a very cool idea. And then we do have the 2 other box set. One of them, so the Schizoid Man. So you've got the front, and you've got, of course, the back, which is a picture of the Schizoid Man. They explain to you what's happening. There's a quote from the TV series, and then you slide out the box. You've got a little text about the Schizoid Man, and you've got the 2 figures, because of course, if you've seen the series, you all know that the Schizoid Man is I would say is double. So is it the evil double, or? That's a very good question. So we're going to try and see what these look like. So inside of the box, you do have a little backdrop, which is really nice, and you do have inside the 2 figures, and they come with their rapiers. Here they do have the fencing masks, and they do have the two guns, as well as, I can't remember, oh, those are the cards. Yes, they. I don't know, that's actually what I want to check, because I'm not going to get everything out. It would be a bit of a hassle for not much to do. I mean, it is the same figure again, except this one is in white, but I want to check one thing. I don't know if, yes, the masks are actually, you can actually put the mask on. I'm going to get one of the two figures out so that we can see it with the masks. So basically you can actually fit the mask on his head, which is a really cool feature. I mean, I wasn't sure if the masks were just for show or if you could actually use them. So but here you go. So that's the first one, the Schizoid Man, with so the two guns, the card, the rapiers, and the mask. And it's actually a very cool one. I think that one of those two, I can't remember which, one of those two box set is exclusive to the Kickstarter, so it may not be available outside of the Kickstarter, but you should always check online, because you can find them on the secondary market, as I said, and on the Portmeirion website for people in the UK, and they've got plenty of other things about the prisoner as well, so it's always worth to check Portmeirion's website. And I can't remember if it is a Kizu one, but I think it is Free for All, which is the one that's exclusive. So here is Free for All. Same thing, you've got the sliding box in the back. They actually tell you about Free for All, and this one is interesting because it is the only one that has a different character. Yeah, we do have a number 2, which I think is really a good fun. Well, it all depends what people are thinking about when we're talking about number 2s, but that's his name. His name is number 2. It's one of the many number 2s we see in the prisoner. So we're going to open that because I want to see what's inside, because this one has quite a few accessories as well. The backdrop is of the village this time, so a bit different. And here you go, we have the prisoner, and the prisoner, I mean, number 6 has his hat, and you've got the umbrella here, you've got the hydrophone or whatever you call it. There is a little pamphlet for vote for number 6, and you got, I love the fact that you've got the phones, you've got the real nice phone, and you've got little rosette number 2 and number 6. You can actually read, if I don't know if you can actually, it's going to be blurry, but yeah, one says number 2, the other one says number 6, and we're going to actually get those two out because, well, it's the first one, it's the first figure that's different, and I wanted also to check if the hat was glued or removable. Well, the hat is actually removable for number 6. You can actually pop it back in, hopefully, unless I've broken it all and now it's and it's lost, it had glue and I forgot, but yeah, basically it's got a removable hat. After that, putting it back, maybe, yeah, here you go, I've managed to put it back. I'm not sure it looks really great with this hat, to be honest, and now I've lost the hat, otherwise it wouldn't be funny. Let's get it out. So yeah, but I mean, the hat is nice. It's got this little ribbon on the side. That has to be a correct way of doing it. Let's say that this is the correct way of doing it. But I find that figures of this scale with hats never look really great if they're removable hats. It's much nicer probably to have them molded. And here is number 2. Is it number 2? Yes, it is number 2. So you do have number 2. He's got his scarf, so you do have a different head sculpt. Of course, it's the basic same figure, but of course it's not the same character. And he's got this very nice scarf, and you can reveal number 2 underneath. So that's really, really nice. And that's it for the prisoner. So the prisoner was done by Wandering Toys. It is Wandering Toys, Wandering Planet Toys. So it's an American company, and they do have a website, which is wanderingtoyplanetofficial.com, and you can actually check. I will show you the here you go. This is where you can see, and I'm sure we'll remind you where to go. They actually do another Kickstarter about Nancy Drew. So if you like Nancy Drew, they're doing Nancy Drew action figures now. And but those are really cool. Very, very happy. I'm still surprised that I had forgotten them in a box for a bit, and I'm glad I found them because they're great. And I hope you enjoyed that, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.